But every time that comes in, I'm just like, yes, take me back there. Welcome in, everyone. It is me, Ziggy Chris, your Xennial GamerDad. And I'm here once again to check out more music that I'm oblivious to, because you know by now, I sit in my midlife crisis listening to the music I grew up with. But recently, I fell in love with a particular group, because after checking out Work by Nona, we fell down the rabbit hole because I fell in love with these girls. We heard Work, we heard Sizzle, we heard Superstitious, and Shoot, because I can't stop. I am getting addicted to these ladies. So because of that, obviously we had to keep going down the catalogue. And so this today is going to be me checking out for the first time The One by Nona. I have been blown away by their musical transition in the last year or so, and the different styles that we've heard, because obviously Sizzle and Work and so on were much more kind of in your face, a bit more hip hop R&B elements to it, and kind of much more aimed at that modern pop culture vibe, whereas we then went into stuff like Superstitious and Shoot, which gave us elements of like 80s and almost like 70s to 90s elements of like Prince and Janet Jackson, and it was a very different style, but I loved it because we got to see them really showcase their voices in a different way and see a different side to them. It's been a great journey. I love seeing all the different elements, so I'm excited to see what they did in this one, which at the point of recording, this song came out 4 months ago. It's got 4.9 million views, and these ladies are just, I'm in love with them. Already. So on that cheesy bombshell, we'll dive straight into the song, guys, because I'm excited to see what's next, or what already happened. So here we go. It's Nona with The One. I'm so excited.
Lost in mixed signals? The One psychic hotline is open. Hello, orchids. Are we about to meet The One?
The One? Oh, I love the style. We've just gone straight into the 80s. I will be the one for them, guys. I will be the one for them. This is a short and sweet song because we're like halfway through, and there was so much happening. I didn't want to stop it sooner, but I love how 80s this is in terms of the art style and the psychic hotline. Even the font on this opening section was just so right out of an 80s like drama series or something. But what I will say is when it finally comes in, that when we got hit with that keyboard and everything, and the sound of these drums, it's like I'm literally rolling back the decades, and I love it. I've also noticed that, and you guys can tell me if this is right or wrong, but the production levels on these videos feels like it has gone up a notch through the releases, because, you know, if you think to Sizzle, for example, and even Work, even though that was set in a studio, the production level feels like it's gone up in terms of the amount of money put into their videos. this and you know, superstitious and shoot, they're all, I mean, particularly superstitious and shoot are shot beautifully because it's outdoors and Bali, and it's a beautiful environment. You don't need much because the scenery speaks for itself. But this is a prime example of showing how, you know, it's just like drapes in a room. Even so, the cinematography is a bit more basic, although that fits the 80s art style. But it does feel like the budget and the backing has gone up through their videos. And please tell me if that's true or not. It's just an observation from watching these videos. And I've kind of watched them in the wrong order because we started at the most recent and we're kind of going backwards. But from an outsider looking in, it feels like, oh, they're doing well. Let's put more money into their stuff. That's what it feels like. And I'd be curious to know if that's true. And particularly with the style of music that we've had in the more recent stuff, is that going to be a permanent change to try and focus more on the Western market? Or are we going to potentially still have elements of these other earlier videos where it's been a lot softer and a lot more like old school classic pop? Just curious. I'm going to go back to, yeah, the psychic hotline font was amazing. This is just something like out of Dallas or something from, or Dynasty. That's what it's given me. Well, the old shopping channel vibes. It's awesome. I love it. But yeah, when they're on this and the keyboard and the drums are coming in and everything, it's so classic 80s. I'm going to go from here because it's such a short song. We'll check that out from this again. I'll be the one. I do love that I get to hear them so much in these ones. Let me be the one. Yes, please.
Don't wanna rush into it, just don't keep me waiting. Hold my heart up on my sleeve and that's where it's staying. Not holding back my life, I give my best for us. I'm here to stay if you want me to stay. You're someone I can trust. Say that you'll be the one. I'm hoping it might be you. Somebody.
Oh my gosh, I can't get enough of that like 80s drum roll. It's so good. It's just so good. I maybe it's the nostalgia in me. It works with this song because of the style of song it is, the delivery and everything else. But every time that comes in, I'm just like, yes, take me back there. Doo-dum, 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 doo-dum. Could almost be the ending of a Grain Chill episode if anyone in the UK knows what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I just love the color palette. I do like the color palettes. I like the fact that like when they're here, they're all in these kind of pastels, these nude colors. It's subtle, but it's nice as a group aesthetic. It works really well. And this is such a kind of simple video in a way, but it works because they are so stunning, sound so good, and perform so well. You could literally just sit them in a room on a sofa and let them do it. Let them sing the song and I'm happy. I don't need necessarily loads of bells and whistles because their delivery and their performance is pretty much all I need. I just need Nona. Here we go.
treat me right. Stay until the morning, hold me all night. Ooh, I want somebody, someone I could keep. Be my one and only. Could you be the one for me? Be the one for me.
I'll be the one.
Be the one for me.
Guys, that was beautiful in such a different way to some of the other songs. Well, like we mentioned, it still had a lot of that kind of, it had so much of an 80s vibe. It's obscene. But then again, 80s is kind of back in fashion in a weird way, which is making me feel very weird as someone who's born in that era. I once again loved this. And I'm probably now biased because I'm very much in the Nona camp now, as we established at the start, because I loved everything I've already heard. And this for me just amplified some of the things that we've fallen in love with on this channel. The fact that they are just so good vocally, all of them, and such good performers. And like I said, I don't need necessarily lots of pizzazz and craziness and stuff in the video, because when they can sing that well and be so good, you don't need to spend millions on the background. I just give me them doing this thing and let the song be good. And the song is good. It may be very almost, I don't want to say traditional, but it is in a way very traditional. It is a very kind of like pop ballad. Yeah. 80s nostalgia in a can, but there's nothing wrong with that, because it gave me, and maybe that's because I am an 80s child and it gives me so much nostalgia. It might not work for everyone, but for me, I'm born 1980, guys, and so I grew up in this era. And so for me, this just gives me so many good feels. And so on top of already being a Nona fan now, this just accentuates and just adds to the whole thing. So I loved it. I already stopped it a few times to showcase, to point out certain elements that I'm just blown away. The fact that I'm just so happy, guys, that I took the time to check out work all those weeks ago, and off the back of that, we are now here, several songs in, just falling down the Nona rabbit hole. It's amazing. They're stunning. They sound amazing. They tick all the boxes, guys. They just tick all the boxes. And I'm waxing lyrical because I'm just happy. And I just wanted to do another Nona song, really, for myself more than anything else. So if any of you guys want to enjoy continuing listening to Nona with me, then I will be doing that. And I can't wait for more. And I can't wait for more new stuff, to see what lies ahead, to see where the musical trajectory goes, if we're going to continue in that kind of more Western R&B style that we mentioned, or whether we're going to go back to some of this stuff, whether we're going to blend the two and have a mixture. I'm really looking forward to seeing more. And I hope they don't completely iron out these elements, because I have a soft spot for these elements, but we shall see. Time will tell. But obviously the new stuff is doing astronomically well, so I'm sure we will get more in that genre. But it's short and sweet because it's a short song, and I'm basically just waxing lyrical at this point, so I don't want to sit here being really cheesy all day. But I loved this, guys. I loved this, and I'm really, really happy to have Nona in my life. I'm happy that we have Nona in our life. The world is a better place with Nona in it, as far as I'm concerned. So give me more, please. Give me more. All right, guys. I am going to love you and leave you there because I can't do anything better than what these ladies have already done, clearly. So in the meantime, don't forget you can hang out with me live during the week over on my gaming channel and talk about whether it's Nona or anything else that you want to talk about. You can also catch all this stuff early on Patreon and some exclusive stuff there too. And in the meantime, it's a scary world out there, so please stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.